contact me today. I would love to work with you for your facility, home, center, or ministry. Let's do it.
This is the Tony Box, a magical little speaker for kids. And this is a Tony. Tonys are filled with stories and songs that come to life when you place one on the box. She loves it because she can use it all on her own. I love it because it entertains for hours without a screen. Together, we've been building up a collection of all her favorite characters. Every Tony is a different adventure and a new world for her to explore. Listen as the magic comes to life.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Early Childhood Educators Circle Time. I am excited to be here with you on today. We are going to have a wonderful time. I want to share some information with you because today our word is essence. Essence is our word for today. Yes, essence is our word for today. So yeah, as we normally do, I'm going to sing to you. I'm going to tell you all some wonderful things that you need to hear as an early childhood educator. But honey, it is hump day. It is Wednesday. I want to get you up and get you ready. Let's get you warmed up, pumped up to have a wonderful day because we can make it happen. I'm ready to make it happen. And I hope that you are ready to make it happen. So hello. Hello, hello, and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hola, 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 ¿cómo está? Estoy bien, espero que tú estás bien. Hola, 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 ¿cómo está? Estoy bien, espero que tú estás bien. Yes! I hope you're ready because I am ready. I'm excited about today. I'm excited about so many things that can happen and that will happen only if we desire and put our effort into it. But as we're going to put in our effort into it today, I need you to be intentional. I want you to think about why you're doing what you're doing and what you can do to make it better. We got to get down to the core of it. And that's why we have this word, essence. Essence. That is why we have this word on today, is because I want you to keep moving. I want you to do what you need to do in order to get it done. But the only way to get it done, one, is we need to check out your core essence, the thing that is keeping you moving. So I don't think y'all heard me. I said, welcome to the Early Childhood Educator Circle Time. If you're in the classroom or with the children or prepared to go to work, you need to be excited about it because you have to remember, one, oh, you see it, you are the sauce. We know that early childhood education is important for children. It's in the first 7 years that we are pouring in some of the most core values that children will need as they grow up. So if you, as an early childhood educator, are not pumped about what you're doing, excited about writing that book, excited about opening up that facility, excited about earning your CDA, man, honey, you are wasting your time. Okay, I got to turn it up, because I don't know. We got to do it all again. Are you ready? Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, And I hope that you are too. Now I want to stop a second and say hello to everybody who's watching live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, all of that. Hey, hello to my friends on IG and also hello to my friends on Clubhouse. I am excited to be here with you all. I know you're like, oh my God, Miss Melody, this is not the normal circle time. Baby, guess what? The core of things is that I got to continue to be more present for our friends and our family. And so I have to move it up just a little bit. But for those of you who are catching the replay, know that I love you and I hope to see you with me soon at an earlier time so that we can get to it, making sure that we are maximizing our day, maximizing what we are doing, because as they say, the early bird gets the worm. The early bird gets the worm. Now, for those of you who are new to the Early Childhood Educator Circle Time, this is what happens. We have this activity that mainly all early childhood educators, daycares, preschools, they have this moment of time that everybody is encouraged to come to the carpet. They're encouraged to come to the circle. That is where the teacher begins to share a book, share an idea, give plans. It's almost like, for those of you, the huddle. Yeah, you know, like if you're playing a game, you have a huddle. So this is what it is about. Our circle time is our huddle for today. And listen, on today, we are going to be reading one of my favorite books, Oh, the Things You Can Think by Dr. Suess. Yes, this is the book that we're reading on today, Oh, the Things That You Can Think by Dr. Suess, with our word being essence. Yeah, essence. Essence is, as you see it, the intrinsic nature or indispensable quality of something, especially something abstract, that determines its character. Didn't I tell you? You see it as an early childhood educator. You are the sauce. So, honey, you being the abstract creature, the abstract person that's going to show up for the children and families within your community, baby. Listen, you are the sauce. Now, let's get into our word, essence. One of the reasons why we're talking about this word on today is that I want to challenge your philosophy. I want to challenge your way of thinking. No longer, starting right now, should you go into the facility, go into the workplace, feeling defeated, feeling down about anything. When you tap into who you are and what you're created to be, and look at what you can do and how you can add value, that is when you will begin to shoot off to the stars. But in order to understand and know what you're doing, you got to start thinking correctly and believing correctly so that you can put the right action into it. Now, of course, you know I'm going to give you a couple of tips, but I'm always going to stick with the main 3 tips before we read our book. 1, you are destined for this. Whatever it is, your position, your current position, even if you want to do more, you want to expand your business, you want to try something different, at this moment, you're still created for it. So you have to begin to pull that thing into fruition, make it happen. Number 2 is that you are capable of great things. Don't let your current situation hold you down. Understand that, baby, you can rise up. And as you rise up, the things that are around you will rise up. And if they don't rise up with you, they will fall off. Okay, wait a minute. I think I just said something. If the things that are around you cannot rise up with you, baby, they will fall off. So let the dead wait. Let those things that are holding you down fall off as you go. Now, my last thing, the last thing that we always talk about is that you're going to need to tap in. As a parent, as an educator, as an entrepreneur, as a professional, you have to always tap in. Yeah, you have to take action, prepare, process, and perform. You got to put a little work behind it. You got to put a little work behind it. But before we go any further to read our story and to talk about the things of today, our word essence, I am going to take just a quick mini break. So I will be right back and you stay tuned. I'll see you in less than 30 seconds. Go ahead right now. Say hello, Miss Melody. Say hi to our friends. Share this video. Do whatever you need to do. Go get your pen and your piece of paper because yes, I'm going to read you a children's book. And you're going to get it. You're going to understand it. And if you want to use this book in your classroom or with your children, please, I encourage you to do so. Okay? All right. Be right back.
Hi, I'm Mrs. E. Welcome to the EQ Kids crew. As a first grade teacher, I see the importance of kids knowing their emotions on a daily basis. Children can be very emotional and have a strong emotional response to things they see, hear, or do, and they might not know what to do with those big feelings. This can lead to tantrums, hitting, bullying, and a whole host of other problem behaviors. That's why it's important for adults to have a good understanding of their child's emotional needs and how to help them respond in healthy and safe ways. What's even more important is how adults model managing their emotions for their kids. With the EQ Kids crew, the social emotional card game for kids, adults and children will get to learn more about themselves and each other's emotions. Don't worry, emotions can be fun. I can't wait to introduce you to my class. They love our special EQ time and helping other kids learn about their emotions too. Oh, it's time for class! Stick around for the next video to learn how to play the game, the EQ Kids crew, the social emotional card game for kids.
Hey, you're still here. That is awesome. Now make sure that you will share this information with your friends. Now, back to our book for today. All the things you can think. Listen, I want you to be ready to think something new on today, to have a new attitude, baby. Yes, to make sure that you are doing something different and you're showing up and showing out. I want you to think about your core values, those things that are moving you, your attitude, how you show up for the people. And the people are going to be the children, the family, everybody. Most importantly, how you are showing up for yourself. So again, our word for today is essence. Let's clap it. Essence. Let's snap it. Essence. Let's nod it. Essence. Now, for many of you, like, oh my God, what is she doing? Well, that is what I also do in the classroom with the children. I combine a different level of thinking and a different level of action because everybody just doesn't learn one particular way. So here's a hint for the parents. One, you need to realize how you learn. Two, realize how your child learned. So then you can have a cohesive environment. But you have to slide to my inbox so we can talk about that later. All right. Again, essence. Let's clap it. Essence. Let's snap it. Essence. Let's nod it. Essence. Essence is intrinsic nature or indispensable. That thing that is a part of it, the quality of something, the abstract of something. Listen, it's all about who you are. So let's get into our book. All the things you can think. I'm gonna make sure you see it. Okay, I'm standing this way for you today. You can think up some birds. That's what you can think. You can think about yellow or think about blue. You can think about red. You can think about pink. You can think up a horse. Oh, the things you can think. Oh, the things you can think up if only you tried. If you try, you can think of a gulf going by. And you don't have to stop. You can think about slop. Slop, slop. Beautiful slop. Beautiful slop with a cherry on top. You can think about gloves. You can think about snubs. You can think a long time about snubs and their gloves. You can think about Kitty O'Sullivan Crass in her big balloon swimming pool over her house. You can think of black water, think of a white sky, think of a boat, think of blogs blowing by. You can think about night, a night in Nepal. The birds are asleep and the three moons are up. You can think about day, a day in the Duke. The water is blue and the birds are awake. You can wonder how long is the tale of Zong. There are so many things that a thinker can think. Would you dare yank a tooth of the rink-a-rink think? And what would you do if you met a jaboo? Oh, the things you can think. Think of Peter the postman who crosses the ice every day and on Saturdays twice. Think. You can think anything that you wish. Think a race on a horse on a ball with a fish. Think of light, think of bright, think of stairs in the night. Think a ship. Think of a long trip. Go visit the viper of Vip. And left. Think left. Think about Beth. Why is that Beth always going left? And why is it so many go to the right? You can think about that until Saturday night. Think left, think and think right. Think low and think high. All the things you can think up if only you try. Oh, you know, usually I always like the last page. I'm going to read that last page one more time. Think left and think right and think low and think high. All the things you can think if only you try. Okay, so we're getting back to essence. Oh, honey. The essence of you, it is what's going to guide you. It's going to guide your behavior. It's going to put into action the confidence of what you need for the thing that you're working on. So what is it that you're going to do? As I stated on today, I want you to think about you. I want you to think about the core things that are driving you. What is it that you're feeling good about? And what is it that you're not feeling good about? And if the thing that you're not feeling good about is something that you have to do, then get you some help to get it done. Even self-help. Get in a journal, writing your ideas, drawing it out is going to help you get that thing done, even if you don't want to get it done. But you have to get it done because a part of your essence is your character. Are you going to stay loyal to the truth, loyal to the task, loyal to the thing that you're doing? Because one, my main three things that I'm going to always tell you is that what? You are destined for this. You can think of the idea to help the child in your classroom, to help the child in the building. You can not only just think, you can ask a friend or mentor or a neighbor. They may have a piece of paperwork that you can use to make what you do better. You don't have to do this alone. Trust me. Even having a team or other people to help you do it will allow you to continue to do great things. No man is an island on his own. So you don't have to be concerned about, is somebody going to take my idea? Is somebody going to throw some salt or some shade? Don't worry about that. You do what you were called to do. Work at the essence and the core of what you have. Do that drive. Go for it. Go for it. You can do it. It's okay. Because if you do it, if you tap in, if you take action, if you prepare, if you process and perform, not only are you going to get better, but the things and the people that are around you are going to get better. So make sure that you're thinking of the things that'll help you, checking out your core actions, checking out your behaviors on what is driving you in this season. Let it be from the heart. Let it be from a place of love so that those who need, those who want to help you will be there. And guess what? I'm here. I'm your number one fan after yourself. Now let's switch gears just a little bit because I want to help you just a tad bit more understand and dive into why you need to check the essence and the core of things, why you need to check your philosophy, your belief, those people that you hang around. I'm going to share with you on my screen, as they say, receipts, baby. So now going on about 7 years ago, about 7, 8 years ago, I was a consultant. I was a coach for a local program here in Indiana. And so part of a coach was, and what a coach should do, is have tools that you can use. The coach is also putting in a position they can see. They may have already been there. They may not be in action with you, but they can give you something that can help. Now, for those of you who are professionals in early childhood, and for those of you who are just watching because you're like, oh, I like this. I see Miss Melody. Hey, you can use this too. Now, what I am going to share with you is something that I call a KWL. This chart is what I use in the classroom. Here's a few of the receipts. When I would talk to the children, or whenever I had activities, as a matter of fact, I'll do a little bit of justice to you. Sign up for the email. Not only sign up for the email, I'll send you some information that I sent to the facilities because it was something that I created on my own, but it works for me. And if you want that, make sure you go to ECE Circle Time and subscribe, and or go ahead and put in the comment, Miss Melody, can I get to it? And I'm going to tell you, still go to ECE Circle Time and or email me at info@ececircletime.com. Again, you can email me at info@ececircletime.com. I'll send you the same information. I don't mind. Now, here we go. Back to this KWL. A lot of times in early childhood settings, especially if you're working on what is a QRIS, that is the Quality Rating and Improvement System. Many states have that. That takes the child care or the daycare from just saying, oh, okay, they babysit children, but it begins to put ladders and steps and process to show the development or to show what's going on in the center. Now, this was one of the things that I use. This KWL chart I will put right near me at Circle Time. As you can see at this time, when I sent this to a facility, it was about the training, but I was explaining it to them. See, the K stands for what we know. So in the column with the K, when I was sitting down with the children, if we were talking about dinosaurs, everything that little Johnny could say or think about dinosaurs, I will put in that column. Then the next column is W, what we want to know. And if Johnny said, well, hey, I want to know how many teeth does a brontosaurus have, I will write that in the second column. And in the midst between the second and the third column, that L is what we learned. We even use this with books that we would read. It doesn't matter. You can use it for a project or use it momentarily to get the children ignited to think about what they're doing. But also when you write it down and you have it on the wall, the child begins to see and understand that the words that I say have meaning. And I'll tell you parents and I'll tell you early childhood educators, One of the ways that I got my children to be able to read early is because they saw that when they would say something or in the classroom, I would write it down. Trust me, words have power. And when you write it down, just as with a journal, even in front of the children, they begin to understand that they can create their reality. So let's get back to it. The W, what we want to know. You can use this whole concept for your own life too. What you know about yourself, showing up for the essence. Oh, I want to say, okay, I like cookies. I like this and that and the third. Even if it is for a new position, you want to open up a facility. Use a KWL chart. What do I know? One thing that can go in there is I know I want to open up a facility. What else do I know? I know that I might need some help. I might need some assistance. The other thing, what else do I know is that I can do this. Now, when it comes to the W, what is it that you want to know? Well, I want to know the licensing rules. I want to get me a real estate agent to help me. I want to learn about all of the different accreditation programs or the services that can do it. Then the L, use that for at the end. What do I learn? You can use it as a journal. Sometimes, and I'm sharing this with you all, is that we make things more complicated than what they actually should be. And that is because we haven't checked the core. We haven't checked the essence of who we are and why we're doing what we're doing. We're just all over the place. And I'm telling you now, you no longer have to be all over the place. Get it down pat. Create your own KWL chart for who you are as a professional. What you want to do, what you want to learn, how you want to make a difference, because I'm going back to it. Oh, my same 3 things, regardless of what I share with you, one is that you were destined for this. 2, you are capable of great things. 3, you got to tap in. And I want you tapping in. Tapping in. Yes, I'm using this children's book. All the things that you can think. Because, baby, you can think of a lot. But in order to make it happen, you're going to also need to put in a strategy. And start where you are. And if you need help, reach out to me. And if I can help you here at the Early Childhood Educator Circle Time, there are over 5,600 members. We can find somebody. We can find somebody. You don't have to do this alone. Well, for all of you all, let me go ahead and take this on off the screen. Hey, you're still here with me. Thank you for hanging out. The purpose of this time, as you see right now here on the screen, is that I want to make sure that we are building not only the confidence of the children, but we're also tapping in and rebuilding and making sure that your confidence as an early childhood educator, regardless of if you're in a daycare, a center, an academy, a preschool, a nanny, it doesn't matter. Even parents. We have to also add parents because one, parents are the children's first and forever and primary educator. So I would also encourage, if you're thinking about having children, want to have children, start learning about early childhood education. Get past your own personal traumas so that you can be there for your children. Trust me. What is the quote? I want to give it right. Listen, it's easier to build strong men than to fix. It's easier to build strong children than to fix broken men. Okay, I heard that before. I don't remember exactly who I heard it from. But even for you as a parent, even for you as an educator, you got to tap in and build your confidence. We can't read the book and share the book, all the things that you can think with children, without first letting it be applicable to who we are and what we do. So that's all I had to share with you on today. I want to say thank you. I got some friends who've been hanging out with me on Clubhouse. That's where it's all started. So the moment I'm going to come off this screen and I'm going to say hey to them, and that's going to be where we may have more than intimate conversation. So you are welcome to join us. If you download the Clubhouse app, look for the Early Childhood Educators Circle Time. But also make sure that you are tapping into the ECE Circle Time newsletter, because there's some more information that you can get. I'm so excited. I'm holding off on it. I want you to see it in the hand, but you won't see it unless you got the newsletter. So go to ececircletime.com, sign up for that newsletter, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. But before we leave out, you know what I'm going to do. I hope you understand. Oh, hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hola, 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 como está? Estoy bien, espero que tú estás bien. Hola, 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 como está? Estoy bien, espero que tú estás bien. Yes! Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to serve you. I will see you again in the morning.